Hey guys, it's Chris Prefontaine with another Q&A for the buyer side of the transaction for the rent-to-own. The question that comes up often is, can I get into a home with zero down? The answer is no, the short answer is. Now, the main reason is, guys, there are several, I'm going to give them to you here, but the main reason is we are turning over to you an asset. This is not a rental situation. We're turning over an asset to you. You are running it like a home. You're paying the bills. You're maintaining it. And so to turn over such an asset with a value of anywhere from, our homes go from 100 to several hundred thousand to $500,000 and on up, we do need a down payment. Now, the best thing for you to do, excuse me, in addition to this video, is definitely watch the video on how does rent-to-own work. It's on the homepage. It's also on the blog. It will give you a nice synopsis of what we do. So how does rent-to-own work? You're going to want to watch that video. Generally speaking, as you'll notice there, you're going to need about 3 to 10%. Now, I don't want that to intimidate you because there's different ways of getting there. Let me give you some examples. Savings, obviously, 401k, about 40 or 50% of our buyers borrow from their 401k. It makes a lot of sense. They can usually access more money, putting them in a better position to get the home, because we do weight heavily your down payment, as well as all the other items, obviously income and why the credit got beat up, if it did, if that's you, things like that. Family, obviously, credit cards. I've had people trade in, never knew that companies were doing this, but they cash in some of their unused vacation time. And why is this? Why, besides turning over the asset, why is it important? Well, whether you're doing a lease purchase with us for 1 or 3 or 5 or 10 years, last night we wrote one for 5 years for a couple. Whatever the time frame is, eventually we want to set you up to win, not to fail. And to set you up to win, we want to help you through the credit repair process and increase your score, even if your score is not that bad now. We want to increase your score to get you in a better position for a loan. And when you do come to the final, I call it end financing, the final loan, the bank's going to usually want to see 3% plus. And even if they don't, you're going to be in a better position to qualify then, okay? So again, we're going to set you up to win. Guys, I know what I found too, though, if you really want it, like if you fall in love with one of the properties we have, and we have some great homes and they go quickly because this process is in high demand. If you really want it, though, I found that people can get resourceful. Let me give you an example to give you some ideas. Last night, we signed up a great couple for a home. I won't obviously give you the details, but the home price was around $240 to give you an idea. Their deposit totaled around $13,000. I'll just use round numbers. Now, did they come in and do that right away? No. They gave a binder deposit, which everybody will do, that's refundable until you're accepted. It's usually $1,000 to $4,000, depending on the home. $1,000 is pretty typical. Then they're going to give, at the signing of the documents, which is pretty typical, it's not a closing per se, but it's the formal signing. They're going to give another chunk. I think in their case it's like $6,000. And then they're going to give another chunk at December. They had something going on. And then another chunk at February tax season time. And another chunk when they cash in the vacation time in 2016. This is being filmed in 2015. So you can see that there's different ways of getting you there. We just want a comfort zone that you've got some skin in the game and you're going to get the job done and do whatever it takes. And you obviously want to be comfortable that we can help you do that. Okay? Now, if you can't do that now, what's the solution? I wouldn't give up and go rent, because as you go rent, you're just throwing money away. You're not locking in any equity. You're not locking in any price. You're not working on your credit. So the best bet there would be to sign up for the broadcast alert. So when my son Nick sends out the new properties, you get those on your email. So you keep an idea, keep up on the properties and keep an idea of what's going on. And then save. Whether it's putting more money towards your 401k so you can later access it, or whether it's just putting it into a separate account that you can allocate for rent-to-own. A year goes by and you're in a better position to do a property. We're not going anywhere. We'll have properties for you next year, next month, next week, okay? So I hope that helps. The short answer is no, you can't, but the long answer is there's different ways of getting there, okay? Make it a great day, and we look forward to working together.